voice, your vision, your views. Views from the Six.
Yo, welcome to Views from the Six podcast. Woo!
Yes. What up?
Welcome to our first podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I just want to shout out and say thank you for supporting Views Radio
dope.
Show.
Yeah.
Hitting us up online, social media, just really doing the doggone thing. So I just want to say thank you guys and say what's up to my ladies.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Moni, in the building.
Hey y'all, it's Jay.
Hey y'all, it's Net, aka Netress.
What's up, y'all? It's Kia, aka Kiki.
So if you haven't guessed, it's only 5 of us. The 6th cast member just decided not to show up today. I'm just playing. So it's only 5 of us, and the show is called Views from the Six Radio Show. So that means the 6th and final member, the most important cast mate of our show, is you. Yes. So tune in, shout us out, hit us up online, follow us on Instagram, Facebook at Views Radio Show. We got a YouTube station. We throwing stuff out there. I know y'all seen that Car View karaoke though.
I know that.
It was
fire.
Fire.
Yes, we had a great time, and the next time we want to kick it with you in the whip. So come, hit us up, follow us, like us. Let us know how we doing. If we suck, if we don't suck, let us know. If we good, if we not good, how we could be better, so that we can kind of reach everybody.
Yeah, give us that feedback, people.
Yes, talk to us because you are our 6th cast member.
We want to hear from you. We want to know your different perspectives. We want to see what y'all thinking. What y'all doing out here?
For sure.
That's right. What y'all doing out here? That's what we want to know.
Bring it.
That's what we want to know.
Right. Are y'all vibing with the views? What's good?
And we want to know your view. What's going on in your neck of the woods? We call our people, our fans, our family members. Those are our Viewlanders. You are part of the Viewlanders, so we want to hear what's up with you.
Yes, sir.
So, moving on. This first segment of our show is called Hot Topics.
Yes.
So, it's a lot going on in the world, people. It's a lot going on. Just in case you've been under a rock or haven't heard nothing, we came to bring you just a few short news reports. The news kind of makes me a little nervous. It saddens me a lot. However, we're going to kick this off with something good.
Yeah,
Yes,
start off with
bring
good
it.
news.
So, if you haven't heard by now, number 13,
Okay, come on.
initials OBJ. Yeah, it's Noah Cleveland. Welcome, Mr. Beckham Jr.
Yes,
So,
sir.
everybody was excited about him coming, right?
Yep.
So, in Shaker, shout out to them Shaker Raiders.
That's right.
That's right.
In the building.
Raider.
Class of 95.
Okay, so
Moving on.
So a young man decided that this news was just too much for him to handle. He was outside and he got the call that Odell Beckham Jr. was officially a Brown. Fortunately, his neighbor, Karita Jackson, wasn't sharing that same sentiment. She decided to call the police not knowing that it was her neighbor outside, saying that some woman was outside getting attacked. She said, somebody screaming out there, I need help. Police come now. Unfortunately, it was her neighbor, a 17-year-old Shaker resident who was so excited about Odell Beckham being a Brown that he just decided to run up and down the street shouting.
I can understand his excitement.
Exactly.
I mean, we getting OBJ
The
with
OBJ.
Baker.
Come on.
The
Come on.
OBJ.
Come on.
With
Come
Baker.
on.
With Baker.
Come
I think
on.
we're gonna do some things.
We're gonna
I
do
believe
some
so.
things.
Can we go to the Super
We're
Bowl?
gonna run it up.
Oh,
Or
we're going
not.
to the ship.
Are we
We're
going?
going to the
We're going.
ship.
Come on now.
That's a given.
Let's just
Going.
think about how much not only him coming is gonna bring the excitement, but think
That
about what
revenue.
they're gonna bring to bring downtown.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. Revenue
It's-
to the city.
In my opinion, him coming is going to unify a lot of sports fans who are divided for whatever reason and bring hope back to the city and bring, a certain kind of joy back to this city because we've been down since LeBron left. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
But that's okay
yeah,
because
just
the
a tad
Browns is
bit.
going to bring us something back to look forward to. It's going to bring that unity back with just the Clevelanders. We
And let's
gon'
just,
That's it.
you know, we got some of the best fans in the world, and y'all know Browns fans go hard.
Yes,
So
they do.
I can't wait for OBJ to see that energy and vibe off that energy from the dog pound. I'm excited.
Listen,
I'm
dog
excited.
pound.
Help give us something else to celebrate, OBJ.
You know,
So I did want to shout out Shaker PD though, because from our 17-year-old, the police were called on him, and as we know, when police get called on a young black man in America, it doesn't end well.
No, it doesn't.
Hashtag Black Lives Matter. However,
Black Lives
in this
Matter.
instance, they came upon the young man and found out what was going on. They asked him a few questions, kind of
What'd
got
they
an
do?
understanding. They started turning up with my dude.
Let's go.
I know that's
let's
right.
go, Shaker.
Shout out to Shaker.
Shout out to
Shout
Shaker
out to y'all.
PD.
He decided to tell him, hey, this is why I'm celebrating. You ain't heard. The police said, no, I ain't heard. And they all started turning up. So shout out to Shaker PD.
Shout out
One
to
time.
Shaker.
One time. So I want to throw this in since everybody's happy and smiling. There's some not so happy news.
What's she gonna do?
So I don't know if you guys saw this HBO documentary called Leaving Neverland. Yeah. And it was about our beloved Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And in the documentary, there are two accusers coming forward saying that they have had basically a decade's worth of sexual abuse against them by Michael Jackson.
Man.
And they detail an account of all of their situations, I'll say, that they had with him. And the feedback from this documentary is mixed. However, it is kind of sad.
It is sad because we want to think about, you never want to think about the people that was just so much, we placed kind of like on a pedestal lately, our heroes. You know what I mean? You don't want to think about them in that light, but what does that do for our victims?
And Michael Jackson is, let's just be honest, he's iconic.
Iconic.
Yes, he is.
He's iconic.
Yes,
and
he
it's
is.
it's a tough pill to swallow, or to even think about your icon being a monster, maybe.
You know, it's funny because Oprah Winfrey said this, and she had a follow-up documentary where she interviewed two of the alleged victims, and she basically said a lot of times our heroes can be monsters at the same time.
They can be.
And unfortunately, I believe that as black people, we hold on to these heroes because they come so few and far in between.
Yes.
And so a lot of the people that are coming out to support him, T.I., Monique, Diana Ross, you've got people who feel like the dead should never be defamed.
Yeah.
Right.
And I find that hard because we've got a lot of abuse victims out here now that feel like they can't come forward or they shouldn't because it will damage the accused.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just like we fail to realize how much courage it takes to come
Absolutely.
against someone who's so
Absolutely.
iconic.
Absolutely.
Just think
Yeah.
about how much they had to think the backlash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to tell their own truth.
Yeah.
To live in their truth and say, okay, I got to get over this step because this is a step of my healing process. So I think it's hurtful that they have to
Extremely.
go through that.
Yeah, and that's good as you said that about because you can't put a time frame
That's it.
on or a limit or a statute of limitations on when people decide to share their truth.
That's it.
Period, sis.
Everybody processes trauma in their own way, in their own time, and for one person, hey, they may be able to speak about it the next day.
Right.
Another person may not be able to speak on it for years. So
Yeah.
whether the person is here or not, they shouldn't be penalized for that and have to be
Absolutely.
muted.
Exactly.
Because that person isn't here. It's still their story and
It's
they
still
deserve
their
to tell
truth.
it.
And it's part of the healing process for them. So it does take a lot of courage to step out, and go against someone, especially in his status. However, we always have to take it back to the hurt people hurt people. So,
So true.
he has a story too.
He
Absolutely.
does. He does.
And
Oh, go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
think that's the reason why so many people are so quick to defend him because he's not here to defend himself, which may be true, but because he's not here to defend himself, do they just have to be muted? Like it's unfair.
And that's the thing. Does my truth have to halt because the
That's a
person
great
that
point,
hurt
Angie.
me is either unavailable or unwilling even to...
But it's difficult for us to let go of the greatness that we see in our heroes. It's let's just be honest, and especially in this day and age, it's hard to see heroes. We see them less and less. So
Right.
we hold on to the greatness that we saw in Michael Jackson and others, and so it's difficult to let it go.
Speaking of greatness, we're going to segue into someone else who has been accused of sexual issues, and that is Mr. Robert Kelly.
Yeah.
Is in the news again. And unfortunately, he is under the same microscope as Michael Jackson is as far as underage, improper interaction with youth.
Another icon.
Another icon.
Another icon.
Another one. So a lot of mixed reviews on that too. You've got supporters, you've got condemners, and it's just hard to watch it unfold because playing the adverse opinion here, I don't like to say devil's advocate. You've got people who said all of this has been happening for decades with Elvis and the Chuck Berrys and all of these people that have come before who are still celebrated and nothing has been done about their issue that they've had that has been publicized.
Yeah.
Now let's be honest, there's pictures with Elvis
It is.
and his wife, his later wife.
Yeah.
And no one has raised a fuss about it.
So how do you handle, and see, this is where you kind of walk the thin line because it's, and why I think a lot of people are in support of our icons, because it seems like only the African American icons are being attacked or targeted, and so it's very difficult, and so we kind of feel like we have to defend our icons because nobody else is defending them.
Exactly.
So-
I like that.
Yeah,
True.
I like
totally
that.
agree.
Yes.
I totally agree. So
I do want to shout out Gayle King though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
her policy.
yes.
Come on, that's Mood 2019.
Listen, I'm bothered.
Mood.
2019,
Hashtag.
20, and 21. Okay.
Hashtag.
Come on.
Listen.
I need her on a T-shirt.
Right, seriously.
Period.
Robert.
Yeah.
Robert.
Wasn't she so
You are
calm?
playing the victim.
You are playing the victim. So stay tuned for that. Let's watch it unfold and see how things go on.
Absolutely.
Lastly, in our hot topics, we've got a very sad issue going on. There was a terror attack in New Zealand on 2 mosques in the city of Christchurch. And confirmed now, we've got 50 people killed and 50 wounded.
Wow.
Now, the suspect is the shooter by the name of Brenton Harrison Tarrant. He's a 28-year-old Australian.
Wow.
And prior to the massacre, he decided to send an 87-page manifesto filled with anti-immigrant, anti-Muslim ideas, and his intentions to not just stop at these 2 mosques. So, of course, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern, she decided to kind of tackle gun laws a little bit more stricter, unlike America. We'll talk about that
We'll
later.
talk about that another time.
Because your boy, pale face in the office is, ooh, I'm sorry. But New Zealand is really trying to recover from this. And unfortunately, they are experiencing things that Americans have to have deal with for a long time, and that's hate crimes and terroristic attacks. The crazy part about this is, though, and Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook is now in hot water.
Yikes.
Because
can
the
only
shooter
imagine.
decided to GoPro and live stream the attack.
Sheesh, my goodness.
So
17 minutes
that's a long time.
on Facebook.
That's a
And
long
no
time
one
on
said
Facebook for
anything.
no one to say
No one
No
shut
one
it
did
down.
anything. Wow.
17 minutes.
That's a long
So
time.
this goes into a totally different animal of now
Social
this
media.
social media monster.
Yes.
And what exactly is it good for? What is it bad for?
How do we stop the
Misuse.
misuse?
That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
Misuse.
Because remember, Cleveland, we had the same
We had the
issue
same
we
issue.
did.
a couple
April
years
16th.
ago, April 16th. to be
Easter.
exact.
2017.
Yes, when a young man by the name of Steve decided to go on a shooting rampage in urban Cleveland and stream it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, these things are becoming more emphasized and they are becoming more popular through social media.
And I wondered, because there's so much negative footage coming through these social media sites, are we flagging this stuff?
Exactly.
in enough time for them to shut it down? Or are we
Exactly.
watching it and sharing it first?
Good point.
That's a good point.
And I guess, you would think with all of this technology and everything, there would be something that could automatically flag these
filter.
types or filter these sorts of things. But I guess with live, it's kind of difficult too.
It is, but even on my watch, I can press this 3 times and 911 comes up. Something needs to be done.
Yeah.
I agree.
Agreed.
If you got some more information for us, you got a hot topic you want us to discuss, let us know. Hit us up. Follow us, Views Radio Show, Facebook, Instagram. Hit us up. Email us at viewsradioshow@gmail.com so that we can become more aware together.
Hey guys, so this part of our radio show, we are going to go into our Viewlander of the Day. Our Viewlander of the Day is basically where we take the time out to turn the spotlight on someone who's out here doing it, who's out here grinding, whether it's through business, whether it's putting in those hours, whatever they're doing. We want to honor you. We want to put the spotlight on you. And today we have Toni Marie. She is a 24-year-old mommy to Tatum Marie, who is almost 4 months old. But not only is she a mommy, she's a registered nurse with a passion to help and care for others, not just in the healthcare field, but mommies as well. She has a group she started on Instagram. They go by the name of the.mommy.village. And this village was created because Toni believes that not only does it take a village to raise a child, but it takes a village to help a mommy grow.
Absolutely.
So the Mommy Village was raised to help raise a child, and she decided to create this group because as a new mom, she felt it was vital for new moms and seasoned moms to come together. So Toni Marie, we want to shine the light on you. We see you and we appreciate the things that you're doing for the moms. So go ahead and hit a follow on her page, the.mommy.village.
Get it, girl.
Yes, girl.
Bird's eye view.
All right, good people. As you just heard, we were just talking about the internet and social media and how it ties in to some of the things we've been talking about. And for those who didn't know, the internet started as early as the 1980s.
Wow.
It officially went public in 1991 and has grown to about 3.9 billion users as of today.
That's crazy.
Social media sites have started as early as 1997, starting with 6 Degrees, which was kind of like a precursor to what we know as Facebook. It allowed you to make profiles and make friends.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The current amount of social media users as of 2019 is 2.77 billion. By 2021, it's been projected that we'll have about 3.02 billion individuals using social media sites and apps. Some of the top social media apps and sites that we currently use today are, of course, Facebook, the infamous YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn, my personal favorite, Pinterest,
Yes, ma'am.
and one that I'm not too familiar with is Tumblr. I'm gonna have to do a little more research about that one. Anybody know something about Tumblr?
Tumblr was a nice. It was a nice app. It was a blogging app.
This is one of the very few social media sites that Beyonce used to use quite often, and she used to upload a lot of information. And she was actually the one on that site, so that's what made me follow Tumblr.
That's good to know. That's interesting too. Also, with this in mind, just keeping in mind that social media is just such an intricate part of our everyday lives, our children's. It's kind of like it pretty much spans every demographic of people. Just to be aware and mindful, and pay attention if you may be addicted to social media.
Oh boy.
As we know, it could be very distracting. It could take up a lot of time.
But
Absolutely.
how am I gonna know that I'm addicted? Because a lot of people don't really like to admit
True.
that they have issues.
Yeah. That's a self-check moment.
That is definitely
Absolutely.
self-check.
If you look up and you've been on Pinterest for about an hour and a half,
Well, okay, in our defense on Pinterest now.
Dude, I love
You know,
Pinterest.
it's
I
so
do,
much
too.
stuff to see. And if you're on, you click this and it'll give you another link to something else.
It's
and
endless.
something else.
Similar pins.
Yeah, similar pins.
Yeah.
So
But
how
Did
do
y'all
you
notice?
It's an endless
it
virtual
is.
cork board, which
Yes, it
is
is.
I could just get lost in Pinterest.
Did y'all notice that when we trying to look up hairstyles from us, we gotta put
Black.
We got to do that.
Black women.
black women?
Yeah.
Gotta get
Have to
some
do it.
black women in fashion, black
Yes.
women hairstyles,
Yes.
black women.
I like
face.
that it's specific like that, you know.
Right.
But you know, with that, you know, you have to kind of. I even say with the apps and the different sites, you kind of have to get a hold on how often you use it. You know, I personally, I'm on the social media fast, so right now I'm only limiting myself to YouTube and Pinterest until I recreate IG and Facebook profiles later on.
How do you do it, sis?
I don't know how you
It's
do it either.
it's restraint, it's discipline. Just trying to take control of my time.
I know that's
and
right.
to keep my phone out my hand less. So
I get
I've
that.
been
That's
finding
good.
it really helpful, especially with trying to read different books and stuff like that.
Okay. So you substitute it
Yeah, substitute it with something
for
else.
something positive or
Yeah.
something good.
That's good.
And our girl Key is going to get into the different signs that you can identify to see if you're a social media addict. Go ahead, Key.
What's up, y'all?
What up, Killer?
So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit. I'm gonna give y'all a few signs, seven signs that may let you know that you need to put your phone down.
Uh-oh.
She about
Come
to
on,
down my
sis.
She
street.
is. Yeah, she is.
Some more things important in life than just the social media.
Yes,
Shade.
ma'am.
Hashtag.
Right.
Hashtag. So the first sign that you may need to put your phone down and you are addicted is that your food is frequently published every course.
Sis.
Okay,
Because
not
so
every
what you're
course.
saying is I can't thirst trap because I'm single and let them have some brothers out there that may be following me know that I can cook.
That she
is that
can
what you're
cook.
saying?
The girl,
Because
right.
how else they gonna know that I can cook?
That's a
something?
good point.
That's a good
So-
point. That's
so-
a good quality to have.
It is, and it's
So-
rare these days.
Yeah, no. Well, so what this is saying is frequent.
Okay.
Well,
Like
okay, Key.
breakfast,
Excessive.
lunch, dinner.
Okay.
You posting every course. You know,
Every
Okay.
snack.
every blue moon. You
So
know
my
what I'm
Sunday
saying?
meal is good because
Yes.
I need to let them know I can throw down.
Absolutely.
And I can cook that pot roast.
Sunday's a good day.
That's
Sunday's a
soul
good day.
food Sunday,
Perfect day.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
We
yes.
can get with that.
No problem with that.
Okay.
Well, we're talking about excessive posting of every course.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you.
That makes
Too
sense.
much.
We received that.
Right.
Too much. So, leading to the second sign of social media addiction is that you wake up and the first thing you do is reach for your phone.
Well,
Okay,
to
but
read, that's reading material. You know, the first thing I do is go to the restroom in the morning, so I need reading material.
You know, the
sis.
notifications come throughout the night. So
Right, you gotta stroll and check them.
That's it.
See, what if
It could be
somebody
something
called
important.
and somebody it was important?
Well, somebody calling and it's important versus let me see what's on Instagram so I can get my
She got
daily
a point.
inspiration. Totally different than you first
She
thing
got
you
a
do
point.
waking up and saying, "Thank God I'm up."
Or,
Thank you,
or
Lord.
reaching for your word, so you
Oh,
get your
yeah.
inspiration
Like
off
that?
you get your inspiration off IG instead of the Bible.
Hit that Bible app.
Hit the Bible app instead.
All right,
Receive
sis.
that.
All right. So sign number 3 is that
I don't know if I want to know the rest.
yeah. I think we just did it prior to me even starting the addiction signs.
What is it?
Hashtags
Period.
have been integrated
Period.
into your language.
Hashtag flued out.
Hashtag get your life.
Hashtag.
Oh my god.
Hashtag it's on.
It's on.
It's all.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so get your
Hashtag.
life. Get your life. It's not a way of talking.
Hashtag, though. It makes it sound so official. when you say
Hashtag.
hashtag.
I'm blessed.
Right.
I mean, okay. Yeah, okay.
Hashtag bless life.
Hashtag blessing.
Yeah, I was just
All right.
Yeah,
No
it
hashtag.
shouldn't be integrated in our language, though.
All right.
I got you.
That's a bit much.
Email.
So,
She said, what about our email?
You're not gonna throw my client under the bus that sent me a hashtag
Listen.
in the body of the message.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I did.
I had to find out through someone younger, my younger cousin. I had to email her like, "Hey, is this normal now? Like, is this the corporate
This is what
staple
we're
of
doing."
communication?" And she
Definitely
said,
not
"Absolutely
corporate."
not."
I didn't think so, but
Hashtag you a lie.
Hashtag block.
Okay, can we talk about? No, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, can we talk about blocking people on social media?
Listen.
But then you post about it. They not gonna see
they're
it.
not gonna see it. You block right.
So hashtag block, but I can't see it no more.
I don't know that I'm blocked.
Why you posted it? Why you
Yeah.
ain't just?
'Cause
They gonna send you a screenshot.
They gonna get a screenshot, or they know somebody you follow.
That's
That's them
it.
is gonna tell
That's
you.
it.
We may have to have a
That's it.
segment on social media illnesses.
And
Diagnosis
and
and etiquette one day.
Etiquette.
That's for another day.
Can we
First of
stop
all.
sneak dissing in 2019
Can we do
on
it?
social
Can we
media?
stop it? Can we stop doing
Can we
it?
please stop it? It cracks me up
It's
because
time for
some
us all
people
to
I
go.
know who they talk about. And I'm
You
cracking
just
up.
seen the back,
You
like-
just seen them 20 minutes ago. Why you ain't saying all
I
that?
used to,
she don't.
I
She
probably used to
said
do
it.
that.
I
And
said it.
when I see it now, it makes me cringe. So it's
I did it before.
Yeah.
I did it
I've
before.
done it too.
I wish they had social media police because I would sign up.
You was like,
Oh,
You
okay.
would, mother guy.
I would
Or
go.
if they had a button, you lying.
Money would be a terrible
The police.
social media police.
I will go to the Social Media Police Academy. If anybody is thinking of starting one,
Yes.
I would love to be a sergeant.
I can see it.
Or would you be able to say that money you posted ain't yours?
It's not good.
That doesn't reflect your bank
You
account.
will be in IG jail for 5 to 10.
Hashtag Bow Wow challenge.
Y'all ladies is crazy. We gotta move on because I'm gonna keep it going.
yes.
Hashtag.
We can talk about this all day.
That's right.
Hashtag everything.
Right.
Come on, run that list, sis. What you
Okay,
got?
so the next sign that you know may be a bit addicted is that you don't know how many miles you've scrolled.
Oh, got that thumb
So
mileage.
like when you mindlessly scrolling,
Oh.
Whoa.
you scrolling and don't even realize that you've been scrolling for about 20 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, when I start running up on the same thing that I saw when I first started scrolling, that's a pretty good indication that I've probably been on here too long.
But
okay?
sometimes I use it for inspirational purposes, like
Instead of your Bible says.
Hashtag shade.
Like I'm getting some outfit ideas.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a bad thing.
yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's
The
not
way she
bad.
put that together, the way he put that together, I
Right.
can put it
You can
together and be
together.
sharp.
Listen. I ain't mad.
See,
Absolutely.
Why we use
Because then you
pictures?
get to scrolling and scrolling. You forget, like, girl, you've been on here for an hour, but I done put 3 outfits together, and
You
I'm
done
good
put
for
three
next
outfits
weekend.
together.
So I done put
for
3
events that you got
together.
coming up. I feel you.
But
sis.
when that's a part of your daily activity and mindlessly scrolling
Right, 'cause do you
and
need
just
outfits every day,
habit
sis?
of scrolling, yeah.
Not to mention for the thirst trappers, they have tons of meal ideas and how to cook certain meals on there.
Oh, I might need to. What's that? Somebody let me know.
Instagram.
I follow
They
Food
have those
Network.
little meal
I
videos.
do follow Food
Yeah, I
Network.
follow
Show
Food
you
Network.
step by step how they put little stuff together. Yeah.
I might need to follow. Give me some shit.
So I
Text me
think
some of them.
I think it matters who you follow.
Yes,
Okay,
because
I
you
think
can
that kinda
detox your page and
differentiates.
have some.
Okay. So it's not completely terrible. We just have to
No.
Balance.
watch who we follow.
It is. It's about the balance.
Okay.
It definitely is about the balance because there are good things to social media.
There
but,
is, and we're gonna have to shine a
But
light
there
on
are
that.
a lot of negative as well. So you know.
Let's be mindful.
So and anything that you're addicted to is something that you definitely need to work on and break
I like
habit.
that, yeah.
But you know, in this day and age, like for me, I'm an entrepreneur. Can I be successful without utilizing social media? Can my business actually flourish without using social media and it being a part of my marketing campaign?
I think it's a great marketing platform.
It
It's
is.
a great
It's
if
excellent.
used properly.
Yeah.
If we ain't gotta go on your page and you have the last thing you posted was you and your baby daddy fighting, and then you want to tell me to come
Right.
to your
Because
shop.
okay, can we put a pin right here? Because for you entrepreneurs out there who are using your personal page as your business page as well, if you're selling a product or something, why do I have to scroll through 1,500 pictures just to see what product you're selling, because everything else is Baby Bubba, your family vacation. Can we just have two separate pages for that?
Yeah. I think that's a great
can
idea.
they mirror each other?
Yeah.
Can they both be equally polished?
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
I'm in agreement with that. I'm in agreement, absolutely, because you should separate your business versus your personal, and both should have some class and polish.
Absolutely.
So absolutely, and as far as your actual question, the thing with social media, it makes it easier,
It does.
and it's definitely a positive tool for marketing.
It is.
It is.
However, I still believe that you can definitely survive without it. You just have to put in the work. So social media has cut out the work.
Yep.
You know, because people used to be
They're so lazy.
out there putting flyers on cars, riding, walking down the street, promoting their business in person. So the social media has taken away the personalization of you
Because
interacting with people for your business.
They don't even know. You come up. I speak a lot from the beauty experience because I've had some bad experience in the beauty industry.
Big on customer services.
I'm paying you
For sir.
for a service. You gotta give me what you advertising. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it takes the personalization out of it because people are not personal. They don't want to talk to you while you're getting service because they didn't have to talk to you for you to get it there.
Oh, that's
So
good.
it's I mean, I think
kinda
it when it's used properly, it can be it can be very
you know,
positive.
I like how you pointed out, though, a lot of people of today have replaced human interaction with digital communication.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, it takes out the heart of things.
It does.
I
It does.
can't really see your passion just by viewing a picture.
Oh, that's a good
I like
point.
that.
I need
I like
to
that.
talk to you. And a lot of us entrepreneurs, unfortunately, have lost the art form of being able to just communicate organically with another human.
Be
By
professional.
phone,
Yeah.
by, face-to-face interaction, because it's easier. It's less work when you just post something,
Right.
DM something, and that's it.
And I think that's the downside to social media where business is concerned, because social media makes it easy for people to become entrepreneurs without having to like you said, put in a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. And I can just say, put on my page, I'm selling this, and somebody will buy it.
Oh, can I tell you? I work in graphic design, and I follow a lot of people, and I came across a social media account of an artist, and I won't say their name because you just do what you do.
Yeah.
But their work was that of someone else's.
No way.
Oh, wow.
And they pushed it as their own, and they were trying to sell it as their own. And I'm like,
Wow.
Stop
I
it.
just saw this. And
Somewhere
the
else.
person who I saw it from somewhere else, they went through the entire process of how they did it. You know, it was a quick tutorial of how they did it. And I was just like, wow.
That
and
ain't right.
It's not right. And that leads me to social media allows people to be who they want to be, not who they are.
Not who they are.
And you know
I like
what the
that.
downside to that is? You can literally rip off ideas.
Yes.
And not even get in trouble for it.
Hashtag big facts.
Listen, so that's another downside. I know that wasn't our topic, but the downside to social media, because I can put in the blood, sweat, and tears of this, and somebody else can rip me off literally, and there's nothing I can really do about it.
But not only that, but they can copy you all they want.
Absolutely.
But the original and the creativity is going to be within you. So they can copy all they want to, but they won't be able to continue to produce that.
That's right.
Because the creativity comes within you. That
Well,
blessing ain't gonna go.
and
They can't copy yourself.
I'm like, I don't want to say the name of this company, but it's one very popular company that, let's just be honest, our urban community and our celebrities are wearing, and they have ripped off another small business African American lady.
Talk about
Okay, you gonna have to
Okay, I
hashtag
wasn't
it.
gonna say
She
the name,
said
but
Fashion
somebody
Nova.
mumbled it.
Fashion Nova did this?
If you gonna say it in
Fashion
the-
Nova
I
got
did.
a whole
We're
bunch
gonna
of
keep it real.
items from Rainbow.
They've literally ripped
Rainbow.
off. There is a young African American female who they literally rip off her ideas and make the same
I've
thing
seen
for
that.
cheaper.
I've seen that.
And she's been going back and forth with them. And again, legally, there's nothing she can do.
Well, kind of getting back on topic to the addiction piece, I think that people are so addicted to not just, the social media, addicted to the fame, addicted to the money that, that social media brings them, that integrity goes out of the window.
Come on. Bring that
You're
word.
allowed you're allowed to fake advertise.
Right.
Absolutely. It brings a sense of falsification to a lot of people because people feel that what's being posted on social media is a true live story when it's fiction.
It's fiction. Or if we can talk about how they go into Miami to get
L's.
the stomach tucked in, but we on social media in the gym,
in the diet,
and we think that that's
the detox tea, and
just keep it real.
Just keep it real. Hashtag.
Just post your surgeon.
Hashtag. My surgeon is the bomb. Alrighty then. So let's move on to the fifth sign that you may be addicted. So having no Wi-Fi feels like a disaster.
Listen,
Come on.
So y'all know the other day, Instagram and Facebook was down for 14
Yes,
hours.
it was.
The world
Many
was
people
about
lost
to
their
go
money.
commit suicide here. Okay, what on earth am I gonna do now? I can't get on IG and see the fake stories. I can't see the Bow Wow challenges. And guess what? I can't even run my business. Because I run my business off of my social media page.
But Wi-Fi, not the network.
Right. Yeah.
But Wi-Fi. Like if you go into a restaurant and their public Wi-Fi is down, if you go over your best friend's house and you want to get off your data.
Right.
What's the Wi-Fi code?
Right.
Okay. Some people
For
even
real.
got their Wi-Fi password.
Yeah.
Listen, post it up.
Yes, post it.
In the
And a lot of business establishments.
But people went nuts. 14 hours without Instagram and Facebook?
That's
oh my
crazy.
God.
I didn't even know it was down.
It was
Listen,
down, and it was bad. A lot of people lost a
It was
lot of money.
A lot of money.
It was. I had people calling me like, somebody blocked me.
Oh, no.
I'm like, blocked you off
They
what?
thought they was black.
They're like, can you get on Instagram? I'm like, let me see.
Let me check.
That's funny.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
that's
So
funny.
yeah, that is definitely a sign.
Yeah.
Or for the men that are catfishing, who know they ain't got no phone, who know they ain't got no phone, and all they got is Wi-Fi. So when it's the Wi-Fi ain't around,
Hashtag your phone is
People
off.
punk faking that they got cell phone service. We punk faking cell phone service
We are
in
pump faking cell phone
2019.
service in 2019.
And Wi-Fi is everywhere. McDonald's,
First of all.
Yeah, pump faking cell phone
Starbucks,
services.
Chipotle.
Because I don't want to pay that $50 to
The nail salon got Wi-Fi.
50. I got 110.
Whoa.
Is that for 2 lines, 6?
Listen.
Help with Jesus. Hashtag help.
Right.
Okay.
All right, where we at? Number 6.
All right, so we on number 6 now. So you anxiously wait to see how many likes your photo gets.
Oh no.
Okay, we all been there. We've all been
I
there.
don't know, sis.
I check. I do check.
I mean, I check, but
I do check.
my next breath ain't hanging on it though, sis.
It ain't hanging on it, but if you gon' if I'm gonna get 275 likes on a picture of myself, y'all better come like Views radio show car karaoke.
True.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I never ever got
I like that.
275.
I've never
likes.
got. I don't even think I have 275 friends.
I don't think I got that many.
I'm not that
I'm
popular.
sorry.
It's all right. It's all
No,
right.
we love that.
cute.
We
Okay.
love that.
People love me in real life though.
I got real friends though.
I ain't got but you know what? The truth of the matter is, people feel like celebrities when
Yes.
they
They do.
have. And here's the kicker.
They do.
I've heard people upset that I know you, we cool,
And you didn't
but
like
you
my
didn't
picture.
like my
You
picture.
didn't like my picture.
Ooh,
You didn't-
what?
My 20-year-olds like that.
It devastates me to no end that
Yeah.
these are grown-ups. I'm talking about people older than me. They don't like none of my stuff. We ain't cool. Excuse me? It's unnecessary. We got to do better, y'all.
We do better.
I believe it placed the ego in an unhealthy way.
Yeah.
Unhealthy.
And it creates a
Unhealthy.
sense of entitlement
I agree.
because I don't have to like your picture.
What if I didn't like it?
Right.
What if I didn't like like it?
What if you wasn't cute?
Would you like would you like me to be
I was
real,
cocked on that
or would
one.
you like me to be
Sis,
fake and
your
like
lash was
a
hanging.
picture I don't like? Yeah, it's like, would you rather me falsely like your picture or just?
I didn't like your outfit that day, and I didn't want to like it because I didn't want you to think that it was okay.
Your food plate wasn't
Was
real.
not
it was on
a
a paper
good-
plate.
On a
First of
paper
all,
and
plate.
then mac
paper
and cheese,
plate.
the cheese wasn't melted.
It wasn't
Was a
melted.
turn off. I'm
I
sorry.
can't do it, sis.
And going back to the integrity part of it all and the addiction piece of it all is that you have these apps or these pages you
Where
can
you can
follow
buy
and you
them.
can buy
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
friends and you can
Oh, wow.
buy
You can.
likes
Yes,
and all
you
that
can.
kind of
Yes.
stuff. So
Yes, that's
if you go to that extent,
That is a bit
that's-
desperate.
That's
That is
where
a
we,
bit
go. It's
Where
going to
do
go
you
to
draw
that.
the line?
It's going to lead to that show when
Yeah.
we talk about the illnesses
Right? Yeah, we
of
definitely need to
social
talk
media
about
because
that.
that's sick to me.
I
That's
mean,
it.
for real, it's like it's an addiction,
Yeah.
and it is a problem,
Yeah.
because there are people
Even
that
with our
buy the
kids.
apps to boost their likes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, and it's not necessary.
That's not
Like, who are
healthy.
you looking for your validation from?
Where does your
Oh, that's good
validation
right
need
there.
to come
Ooh,
from?
come on.
Who is the standard?
Come on.
Who does validate? I mean, who?
Listen.
I mean, do you know who your
Seriously.
You
identity
talking to
is
me?
in him?
Come on.
I'm just
Come on.
saying.
And do you like you?
Listen,
Right?
okay,
'cause
come
if
on,
you
that's
don't
it
like
right
you,
there, sis.
how do-
Do you like you?
Okay.
Do you love you?
No, because that's why they need that validation.
But see, and that's where Nat said it. She said, "When does it end?
When
does
How
it end?
far is too much?
Yeah. Where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line? Like,
Well-
seriously."
Going to the stats, this is going to grow. This thing is going to grow. It's
And
going
it's
to
getting, and they're
snowball.
getting younger and
Yeah.
younger.
Yes, they
How
are.
about these
They are
2-year-olds don't even know how to spell, but they can
But they
get
can
on
get on-
YouTube
Yeah, they can.
Yes,
and
they
get
can.
to
And get to-
Baby Shark.
I'm so sick of that song.
Oh.
You hear the remix, the hood mix?
Oh,
Stop
They
it.
got a hood mix with
Yeah,
a trap
they do.
beat.
Wait a minute.
We was jamming last night.
Wait a minute.
Stop
Listen, it's real.
it.
Y'all
It's
not
real.
gonna go find it.
But you know what though? That says something. I'm glad you said that because now, think about it this way. I'm not a conspiracy theorist by
Oh,
no
Lordy.
means. However, there is an active gauge against us.
It is. It is.
There's a world population issue, and the masses are trying to minimize the population because we are deteriorating natural resources.
Yep.
That's a whole nother thing.
Yes,
But
it
there's
is.
also a systematic oppression attempt against us as black people.
It is.
So if I can
Let's
get your
talk about it.
2-year-old
Yep.
to be distracted
Come on.
to watch Baby Shark instead of ABC Mouse,
Yep.
then I got you.
Yep.
Wow.
Then I got you. So this is
Wow.
another generation that I
Wow.
can
Yep.
distract from their purpose
Yeah.
and building themselves. It's no secret that America is behind China and
Right.
all of those
And that's
European
right.
countries
Yes.
because they start their children early on
Yes,
what's
they do.
important.
Listen.
Whereas we here, watch this phone real quick while I gotta go do something.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know, we
Exactly.
bought our children tablets for Christmas. They have a time limit.
Okay.
On their Amazon tablets,
Come on.
you can get a certain amount of
Yeah.
hours a day,
Yeah.
and then
That's
it shuts
it.
off.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Got to be educated, and that's the thing. A lot of people look for their education in posts.
In post.
Come on.
Yeah,
Another
you got to
sign.
spend some more
Come on
time
now.
reading.
Another
you know what I'm
sign
saying?
that you might be
Or we
addicted.
can
That's
talk
another
about
sign.
how. I'll say that.
Come on, no, don't save it,
Go
baby.
ahead, sis.
Don't
Uh-oh,
save
you
it.
got something to say?
They don't want to be saved. Don't save it.
No, but I'm saying though, a lot of times people get their word from Instagram.
So true. So true.
They get their word from Instagram.
You better come on.
So true.
You know what I mean? And it's like, what do you really know? Second Proverbs.
Because I can post.
Second property.
Second property.
Right.
Who's really a neighbor? Is that the whole? That's what it is.
And it goes back to it being a distraction.
It is.
Because when you can be in your word,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you on here and you may be getting misled and misfed.
Yeah.
Exactly. I like that. I like that.
Malnutrition. All you malnutritioned addicts of social media, holla at us. We got a 10-step program that can get you free.
Steps.
All right. We got
Listen.
one more, sis.
So we do have one more. So the
All right.
seventh one is that you delete pictures without adequate likes.
Okay, wait
Back
a
to
minute.
that.
You know what? I did that before because I feel like they're not giving me enough likes that I deserve. I was pretty.
You were pretty.
And it was a good selfie. It had good lighting.
Not on
That was like 3 years ago.
Your makeup was popping.
It was popping. The
Listen,
face.
how dare they
How dare they?
not like your
But it's
post?
okay.
Not right.
I've been delivered.
We'll praise him.
It's a
Praise him.
process.
Thank God for grace.
Yes.
You know, the younger generation does that. They'll post
Y'all see she coming.
pictures. I wouldn't talk about you. You old, baby. I wouldn't talk about you. But like my nephew, in his IG feed, he only has about 3 pictures.
Oh, you know what?
So they go
doing that
through,
now.
they post them, and then they remove them, and then
archive.
they post them, and they archive them. And it's just like, why do you do that? And he couldn't give me an adequate answer, and I was just like, oh, okay.
I didn't even know what is that.
But
about?
it's so weird, and I know some of the teenagers at church do it, and I'm just like, but you just posted something 2 days ago, and it's missing now. So
my 20-year-old probably does that because I'll like a picture and then I'll go back and it's not there,
and it's not there,
and then it'll reappear. We're gonna ask her about archiving.
But what does that say about our need to be liked?
Seriously, I can tell you, she definitely has it.
Could you stop calling my girl out?
I didn't say her name.
She didn't say her name. Nobody knows.
But I do see it very
yeah.
active,
Yes,
actively
girl.
in my own
My little
home.
tweet.
So.
She looked like Tweet to me.
But
She's so gorgeous. That chocolate.
But you know what? She doesn't see
it.
it. She doesn't see
But can we talk about what
Just
they
like we see her hair cute and she don't
Right,
see
she
it.
don't see it.
You know.
Can we talk about it though? Because in school, you know, I know for me growing up, everybody the spotlight was on the light skins.
And that's
Oh,
how she
come
feels.
on.
My
The
daughter's
spotlight was on the
red
light
red
skins,
bone.
and
Yeah.
because all of them ain't even cute.
Did she say
But we love the light skin.
we love y'all hashtag. We love light skin.
But all of them ain't.
Did you?
That's true. That is true.
No, it's true.
I'm just saying though, like growing up, it was just like you kind of had to. I mean, you just either you was getting it at home and you knew you was beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because it was just like you turn on them. This was back when they had the videos.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
MTV.
BT, that's all you saw.
That's all you saw.
That's all you
light
saw. So you
models.
just like, you know, you got people now, they changing the color.
Well, it's kind of like now, before, now it's foreign. The foreign looking females are the ones that seems like
their jeans ain't even on.
Okay, no.
Okay.
No,
You know, so and I can understand.
jeans.
My point was I can understand how it could kind of mess with your self esteem when all you see, you don't see the representation of
That's
yourself.
why we need a representation of
Absolutely.
people who look like us.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Even
Absolutely.
on the education level, as whatever, people who look like us, and I can relate to that. Doing, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's different models, it's different doctors, it's different lawyers, people who look like me, and I can look up to that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's important for us to set that example. Go ahead.
I mean, that's why it's important. It, like you said, it's important. Self-love is such a necessity.
Come on, Killer Kim.
Necessity.
And so it's really hard because you have to pour into and uplift and encourage people.
Because love
And the
blossoms.
internet makes it hard.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Internet makes it hard. And we actually are doing a study in school, and they're using the cave method. It's called the cave, and it's crazy because it talks about how people were in a cave, right? And in this cave, they were chained and in the cave, and they, you know, the cave is dark, so they couldn't really see anything, but there was a fire burning behind them.
Okay.
And the fire burning behind them, and people would walk by, and people would walk behind the fire, so you actually couldn't see the people, but people had objects in their hand, and the objects looked like people to the people in the cave that couldn't see behind them. They just was able to see a wall, so it caused like an illusion. So it can
That illusion.
take you from reality because
Yes, it can.
you are seeing something that's really not there.
Wow.
Your perspective
That's
is
good.
off.
Your perspective is off.
But as parents, and I love you, Viewlander parents, I do. But as parents, what are we pouring into our kids to combat what they see on social media? I remember one time Alex came home and he was upset because some girl told him, she said something like, "You lame, you don't wear Jordans all the time," and something. And this was 3rd grade.
Oh wow.
And so we're not, well, my husband is into Jordans, but in my opinion, I want you to be able to experience some Air Maxes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want you to be able to experience some regular Nikes.
Absolutely.
I don't want you to feel entitled that this is the standard.
This is the standard.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had to coach him into, okay, listen, there are some people that think like this,
Yeah.
but that's not the case. And this is what really matters.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I don't want people to feel like allowing social media to educate their children and their family members is okay.
It's okay because
You've got to put in the work. And
have to put in the
unfortunately, in this day and age, parents have to put in extra work because there's so much more trying to come at their kids.
Right.
At every angle.
When we were younger, go outside and play.
Go outside.
Right.
And play.
We kicked the street light came
They
on.
had to make us come in the house.
They had to make us come in.
These kids won't even.
They won't even go
It's too
outside.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too hot.
My phone
Ain't nothing to do.
My phone
They don't
dead,
know
so I
what
gotta
going
go back
outside
in.
is. They don't have a clue.
Can't do nothing without their phone.
Nothing at all. So that dependency is being nurtured in the home.
Yeah, it is.
There's a dependency. So if social media is telling me that I'm not pretty, or I'm not smart, or I'm not good enough,
And my mom's voice is muted, and she's not
Right.
pouring that
Mommy
back.
muted.
Yeah.
Mama muted. So I got social media. Then I got the little Ray Ray at school, and once I get on the bus, you know what I'm saying? Like you got it from every angle.
Because being ratchet is cute.
It is.
J. Cole said, "Hood fabulous
Listen.
is where it's at."
Listen.
Like, I need to go on Wall Street. I want
Yeah.
to go global
Yeah.
and leave a lineage for my
Yeah,
kids.
seriously.
I'm not trying to leave them with nothing.
But our it seems like our kids only ascertain to what they see in the videos and on the
Yes.
social media. Like now when you ask a kid what do they want to be when they grow up, it's not the typical thing that we said was doctors, lawyers.
Right.
It's I want to be a rapper, a ball
Or
player,
athlete,
or
yep.
athlete, or and it's you know.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. It's crazy because I can post a positive post about God and get 2 likes and
Come on
now.
yes.
and then if I post a Benz on my page, I get 400 likes and
Yes.
you go girl boss up,
Right.
You know,
Right,
so
right,
it's-
right, right, right. But they don't care where your soul is at.
At all. At all.
Because everything is surface. Let's be honest.
Speaking of soul,
We'll get there in a second, but I don't know. I think, like I said, just working in a urban school district, I see it a lot, and it's disheartening. Kids don't like to go to class. I don't know. It's just basically school is the meetup place.
It's worse.
You know,
the hangout.
It's the hangout spot.
until time to go back
Until
home.
it's time to go back home.
Wow.
And I mean, I do understand like a lot of our kids in this generation are dealing with a lot of things at home. They're dealing with a lot of things at home. And so I'm assuming school is just kind of the break from, what may be going on at home. But then they act out at school or, and another danger of
And put it
social
on
media. And they
Instagram.
put it on Instagram and they put it on Facebook. And there's I heard that there's some type of, on either InstaSnap or something where it's a spam thing that you can add to it and you can put like all type of ratchet videos in there, and kids were doing it. Some of our students were doing it, and wasn't any shame. They were posting themselves and then reposting the stuff in this app, and it was terrible. So I think that social media is just it could be used for positive things, but unfortunately it's used for more negative than positive.
We got a long way to go.
We do. We can
Yeah.
keep this conversation going on and on. Tell us what y'all think, man. Hit us up, Facebook, Instagram, @Views Radio Show. Let us know what you think about social media. Is it good? Is it bad? Does it help you? Is it something that you walked away from? Has it caused problems in your family? Let us know. Relationships.
Yeah.
With your
Friendships.
children. Friendships. People that you go to church with. Talk to us. Let us know. Hit us up.
Come and get it. Come and get it. Dinner.
So this is the part of the show where we call it the soul food. So this is the part where we like to leave you with something inspirational, something positive, positive feedback, a positive thought. And so today we were talking about the pros and cons of social media and just how sometimes it can consume your time. And so I just want to leave you with this. It's good to step away sometimes, not just from social media, but anything that may distract you from spending quality time with your family, spending quality time with your friends. Just creating meaningful memories and relationships with people. Social media, as we spoke earlier, could be an excellent platform, but you need to feed your soul.
Yes,
I know we joked about, picking up the phone in the morning and using it as reading material, but I encourage you to put the phone away and grab your Bible and read something that'll feed your spirit, something that'll go through the day, something that'll take you through the day. Because life happens, and sometimes you can't control every single thing that happens during your day. But if you have some word, something positive, something encouraging to feed your spirit, you may not react the wrong way. You may, even encourage someone else. And I ran into a situation just yesterday where there was a friend of mine had a family situation, and I was literally called upon out of the blue to pray for this family and with this family. And because I do take the time to feed my spirit, I was able to do that.
Yeah.
And so it's important. It's extremely important. People don't need cliches. They don't need the catchy phrases that they see on social media, but they are hungry and they're looking for something to feed their spirit. So I encourage you, feed your soul so that you can, not just for yourself, but so that you can help someone else and feed their spirit.
Yeah,
and then they
that's
can,
good.
do it for somebody else, and it'll go on and on. Just like social media is catchy and things that are put on social media is catchy, we can do the same thing with something to feed our spirits.
Yes.
I encourage you, pick up your Bible.
Amen.
Pick up your Bible.
Amen. That was our soul food.
Yes.
Well, that concludes our show, guys. We
Thank you
made
for
it. Our
tuning in.
first show. We had a blast, guys. Tune in, hit us up, let us know what you guys think of the show. Give us some suggestions, some feedback. Let us know what you think. If you want to be on the show,
Come on.
come on.
Yeah, come on. We
Come
love to
kick
have
it with
you.
us. We have fun, man. We eat, of course.
We love to
And
eat.
we just hang out and we just enjoy each other. So like us on Facebook, hit us up on Instagram, follow us on YouTube for the latest news, updates, giveaways, prizes, places that will be in the city.
Yeah,
come kick it with us. And tune in next time in April when we'll come back and get you guys some new views from the six.
All right. From the six.
All right, y'all. Be easy.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace out.
Peace.
Your voice. Your vision. Your views. Views from the six. From the six. From the six. From the six.